All right, guys, so doing this video on transmission shifting issues. So I've done a couple videos on my problem with this vehicle where if it goes above 80 degrees ambient temperature outside, it starts having like weird shifting issues where if I'm in like stop and go traffic, or I stop at a stoplight and then I accelerate to first gear, it would take a second before it initializes it, and then when it does, I get like a little pushback, hard shifting a little bit. So I took some transmission fluid out of this vehicle, and it seemed to have helped a lot. Actually, it seemed to have helped. However, it's still there. A little bit of it's still there, just a little bit enough to actually annoy me. So I was thinking, well, if it doesn't do it early in the morning, if it doesn't do it if it's below 80 degrees, it's probably because either A, there's too much transmission fluid in there, or the heat has something to do with it. So, but offhand, you guys can see there's no padding. I took out all the padding on top, threw it all away. There was a padding here for the engine, threw it away. There was a padding here for this, threw it away. None of that stuff actually does anything. All right, it just overheats the car. Maybe it doesn't overheat the car, but it really doesn't do anything. It's just for aesthetic purposes. I tried looking it up. Pretty sure it's just for aesthetic purposes. I don't really care for it. This engine shield I took off because, see on the right side where it's ripped and torn, that's exactly where the transmission pan is. That's exactly where the transmission cooler is, and that's the part that's torn, and it seemed to have kind of burnt. I mean, I didn't tear it. I don't know what the history of that was, but as you guys can see, what do these engine shields under the car actually do exactly? Like, I myself had to look it up. It does. Some people say, well, it's important because it keeps the water out. The water's gonna get in there regardless. Let's be serious, okay? If it's raining out, you drive across a puddle, it's gonna happen. So it doesn't actually do much of anything except for aesthetic purposes. And I know, I'm like 90% sure that this actually keeps air from reaching the transmission cooler and the transmission pan, and it actually does affect I would say overheating of the transmission fluid. I'm gonna just throw this away. I don't really care for this. It's a pain in the butt when I have to change the oil. It's a pain in the butt when I have to do anything with anything that's under there. I gotta take this crap off. It doesn't really help in any way. It doesn't really do anything. So I'm taking it off. I'm pretty sure a lot of people say it's part of the aerodynamics of the vehicle. It saves them. It doesn't save them. Like that. Let's stop BSing about all this crap that people are theorizing that this does. It's only, there was a time not too long ago where these shields didn't exist at all, and the vehicles drove just fine, had no issues, etc., etc. So let's not talk about. Hey, if you guys have your own opinion on this, leave a comment in the comment section. All right, leave a comment. I don't know what the padding is for. Is it to maybe stifle any kind of noise? I don't know. You know what? The cabin on this vehicle is like absolute. It's quiet. All right, it's insulated. It's quiet. This is not going to do a single thing to quiet anymore. These these paddings, I believe they're there to make it more quiet. But how much more quiet can you make it? I mean, let's be serious. All it does is it collects heat. It keeps ventilation from happening under the car or in the engine. I'm almost positive there'll be somebody who'll tell me you're wrong. all right, it's supposed to help this and that, it's gonna keep it from rusting, blah blah blah, blah. Yeah, okay. The way they make the steel, the way they prepare the steel, the frame itself, that's what's gonna keep it from rusting. This is not gonna keep it from rusting, and this shouldn't matter at all except for aesthetic purposes. It's there just to make it look better. It's there to hide the engine. I had that there painted, but I don't need that. All right, as a guy who likes to work on his car, that just gets in the way of things I need to look for, need to do, etc., etc. Absolute pain, but all the padding, it doesn't do anything for me. All right, yeah, it doesn't do anything. If you guys have an opinion on this, definitely leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know. Let me know whether I'm right or wrong on this. But this is gonna get thrown out in the trash. I've had the same situation with the Highlander hybrid where I was like, it was having overheating issues. I threw it away, and then I said maybe I shouldn't have thrown it away. I bought another one, put it on, and then threw it away because maybe I thought maybe it would just dampen the noise on the hybrid, you know, on the engine. It didn't dampen anything at all. It doesn't do anything at all. It's just aesthetic purposes. It's just another piece you got to take off to get to where you need to get to. Another pain in the butt that keeps you from getting to where you want to go to. So you need to go to the dealership so that they could actually charge you what, $1,000 to I don't know, change out some part that you could do alone or something like that. Pain in the butt, just absolutely a pain in the butt. Don't need any of that. So that's my video for this. If you guys want to know, do these engine shields do anything? It doesn't. You see the middle of the part there? That's the part that actually keeps the they didn't cover that up for the catalytic the muffler catalytic portion of it. So why keep the rest of it there? I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't do anything. Anyway, that's my video, my rant. Guys like it. If you guys don't like it, if you guys like it, leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think of my opinion. I don't even think it's my opinion. I think it's a fact that this stuff that does not contribute to any portion of the car that actually makes it work well. In fact, it does the opposite. It makes it work worse.